Okay, today we're doing front speaker upgrade for this 2018 Honda Goldwing bagger. We have 5 1/4 speakers upgrade from Electrical Connections. Comes with the adapter plate here, and I also got their courtesy light kit. I'm going to install that also. And then I also have the rear speaker kit, install kit for the bagger. These are going to go into the side bags. What I'm going to do is once I remove the front speaker, and I'm going to use the front speakers to put them in the rear with this mounting kit. I'm not sure what I have to remove first, but I'm pretty sure we have to remove the upper side fairings here. I gotta do that for the courtesy light anyway, and then maybe pop this top panel off to get to the speaker grill here. So the mirror's gonna have to come off, so we'll start with that. It 3M tape, so we'll see how easy they come off. Well, I guess they come off pretty easy. Alright, I guess I just have to tape up here. I didn't do these down here. And a push pin right here. There's a push pin here. And a bolt up here. And this upper part here, I think, just pop right out. Then we have to slide forward. Get this bottom out here. There we go. And then slide forward, come out. Okay, so for the right side, I think this is the plug here for the courtesy light. Right here. Looks like it has a dummy plug on it. So. Okay, so now we'll see what we have to remove to get to the speaker grill here. Looks like these two here. Okay, so I think it's like removing the center console here. Lift this up here. Okay, that's out. And it looks like okay, and I think that little push pin down here has to come off too. I'm not sure I can get to that. This might be tricky to get the push pin back in after I get it out. Alright, got that. Oh, lost it. It went all the way down. That's good. starting to come out. Okay. Not sure if that's the correct way to get it out, but it's out. Gonna throw some tape over this. I'm gonna scratch it all up. Alright, stock speaker. Alright. See, these are the right size for the rear. They should be the right size for the rear. Get the hardware. I think it's the speakers and hardware. Yep. Alright, so the adapter plate. Alright, let's compare the stock speakers to the upgraded 5 1/4. That's the size difference there, and you can see the magnet is substantial, a lot more, definitely a lot heavier too. This thing weighs like nothing. The tiny little magnet there. Alright, I'm gonna use these longer bolts here. Squeeze them in here. Okay. I think we're gonna have to take the speaker pods off and trim this metal bracket here and the pod. And then to get that off, there was a 10 mm bolt that I took off here. It looks like there's another 10 mm bolt way up in there. So to get to that, I'll have to remove this top cowl here. And to get that off, I had to take the front fascia here off. So now we'll have to get this hood off here. It's a lot more involved than I thought it was going to be. I thought the speaker would be just a bolt in. Since it's only a 5 1/4. I think we're gonna have to remove the windshield and the bracket. Looks like it's gonna be. Alright, I'm gonna try to get the cowl off. See the hidden tabs down here. Alright, looks like you push them forward to unhook them. Push backward actually, yeah, push them this way to release the clips. There we go. There we go. So these little clips right here. One there. Alright. Little clip here for the wire loom. That's attached to the speaker pods. Alright, got that off. See if there's another clip down here somewhere. Try to get it out without dropping it. Alright. So, yeah, alright, pods out. Well, that wasn't fun. Yep, I have to trim the metal bracket. I could just mark it where these stands are and trim it there, or just do the whole way around. Alright, I have the speakers sitting in here, and I'm just gonna mark where the stands are and then trim that area instead of the whole thing. Alright, get to work. Alright, I'm gonna clean these up a little bit. Should mark and trim these plastic too. Trying to get a rough clearance. I don't need to be pretty or anything like that. Not going to see it anyway. The speaker can sit flush now, so I just gotta take it apart, paint the bracket, and then put it back together, and then do the other side. Alright, since we'll have to install the speaker in the box here before we put it back in, because there's no room to put it in, so we'll fish this. Make sure you fish the wire. I guess bolt stuck to here. Fish the wire out there. I threw some red Loctite on this just for extra security. They don't ever come vibrate loose. Okay, and then should go back in, and then we'll test it out. Alright, these wires here are color coded, so got it all in, testing right now. The only issue I see is this cushion right here, touching that. Looks like it's just resting on it, but I don't know how that's going to affect the sound or not. Okay, with this tab here that's touching the speaker here, the other side was pretty bad, so I decided just to clip it off. So just go up here and clip that off, and I'll trim that down with a little razor, a little bit more. Alright, trim that little tab down with the razor. Looks good now. Alright, I got both speakers on. Did this side same as the other side. It's getting a little dark now, so I'm trying to rush and get this back together. At least the windshield here back. I'm gonna leave the side panel off because I gotta still do the courtesy light yet. Time to install these courtesy lights here. I got the template printed out and taped up. So now we just gotta drill the hole. You're supposed to use a 20 mil drill bit, but I don't have one, so I have to step through here that's pretty close to it, and then I'll ream it out with a little sander bit. I'm sure there's no wire behind that. This bit here is the closest I have to 20 mil. Okay, now do the left side here. Okay, should be it for both sides. Test it out. Alright, got key in my hand here. I'm gonna walk up to it, and the light came on. On both sides, so we're good. And then now we're gonna do the rear speakers and the saddlebag. Okay, I have the torque pack off and the seat off. So now we'll have to get the rear cover off, saddlebag lid off, or the top cover. Forgot how I had this out. There we go. And let's see. You can see here, this is the reinforcement I made for the, I guess the rear rack, so I can mount the trunk on it. A little bit rusty. All right. Let's see here. So we have a push pin here, bolt here, bolt here, and I already had the bolts off of this. I guess we need to have two push pin back, because we have two push pin back here. Not sure if I have to remove this or not. I shouldn't. Let's see if we start lifting off. Alright. Plug here for this. Okay, and we have our speaker cover here. Okay, so getting the plugs here. Yep, so it looks like it fits. Good. I don't have to buy rear speakers. Use these OEM here for now. Alright, let's see what we have here in this rear speaker install kit. So we got the inside grill. Outside grill, and outside grill. Now the inside grill, wire harness, inside the other side. and hardware, zip ties. Alright, so we'll see. Guess we should run the harness first. These look like the little push lock here to secure the outside grill. These looks like the bolts here for the inside. Don't know which one is which, so we'll grab both. The harness here, not sure which one. They have two different plugs, so one left, one right. We'll figure it out. Take them both. See these little standoffs here, I guess. That's where this goes in like that. And then there's another standoff up here for the screw. We're gonna run the wire first. I think we're supposed to take the saddlebags off, but I'm gonna try to do this. Okay, I mounted the rear cover here. You can see the bolt hole here, here, and here. And I ran the harness through the bag out here to the top, and I found the plug-in here. I think this should be it right here. It's got the dummy plug on it. Okay. Push this little plastic cover back in here. That's it for this side. And let's see here, it's the speaker. Okay, that's it for the speaker. And then now we'll just have to cut the side cover here for the grill. And looks like it's already marked out, so we'll just have to trim that out and then drill the 4 little holes. Okay, and let's see here, push that out. This is just a regular drill bit here. I do have a side cutting bit, but that one cuts really aggressive, and it could easily like run off. So I use this, and I cut about maybe 2 or 3 mil left on the edge here, and I'll clean that up with the sanding. Okay, get this all cleaned up. Front side here. And now we'll just have to drill these 4 holes here. They're marked on the plastic. Okay, got the cover on here. It's pretty snug. You can see the gap of the cut there. Looks good. And then now we just need to get these push pins here in. This little push lock here. All right. All right, like that. Okay, now we do the left side here. Should be same as the other side. Pull the grommet here for the harness, and this is the should be the plug here. All right, the way this grommet is set up, same as the other side. Looks like it's supposed to be pushed from the back side forward, but I was able to get it, the other plug anyway, get it to come the other way. But this plug looks like this is too big to pass through that, so I'm gonna have to try to fish this through here, which is probably not gonna be easy. I might have to remove the bag on this side. Yeah, I don't see any way I can get my hand down there to push this grommet through. So this side of the bag's gonna have to. Okay, gotta remove this cover here on the side to pull this out to get these bolts here. There's one up here, one here. I'm gonna leave the back end on. I'm not gonna pull the whole bag off. I'm just gonna have enough room to pull out like this much, so I can get my hand behind there, fish the harness in. Let's see here. I guess I'll come down from this way. All right, got the harness through. I gotta push the grommet through. Okay, got the grommet through, and then now we can just plug this in. All right, and push this saddle back on. Okay. Alright, now we got the rear cover mounted. Let's see how it's mounted in there. Alright, and we'll put the cover back on. To get this cover on, it's pretty tricky. The rear tab here hooked from the back, and then you got a tab here hooked from the outside in, and then you got this thing right here you gotta line up to. So try to push the back down, hook that in first. Push this in here to get the one latch in. There you go. And then bolt it back. Okay, got everything put back together on the back here. Both sides. Everything looks good. Overall, the rear speaker is not bad to do. Probably do it in about 2 hours. The front was the pain in the butt since I had to remove the speaker pods. But yeah, so if you made it to the end here and it helped you out in any way,